Have you ever wanted to speak English but stayed silent because you were afraid of making a mistake?
Oh, yes. Sometimes I know exactly what I want to say, but my brain says, wait, what if your English is wrong?
And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Because the truth is simple. You don't become confident by avoiding mistakes. You become confident by making them and trying again.
So today, we're going to learn how to stop fearing mistakes and start speaking English with confidence.
Let's get started.
1. Why are we so afraid of mistakes?
Paul, let me ask you something. Why do you think people are so afraid of making mistakes when they speak English?
I think people are afraid of being judged.
That's a big one. They think, if I make a grammar mistake, people will think I'm stupid.
Yes.
And that's a dangerous idea, because making a grammar mistake doesn't mean you're stupid. It means you're learning.
I made mistakes in my first English conversations.
Of course.
Actually, I still make mistakes.
Everyone does.
Even you?
Especially me.
Really?
Paul, I'm human.
I thought English teachers were manufactured in a secret factory.
Yes, we come out of the factory saying, "Good morning, how may I assist you?"
Very suspicious.
But seriously, mistakes are normal. Think about a child learning to walk. Does a child stand up once and immediately run perfectly?
No.
They stand, they fall. They stand again, they fall again. They keep trying. Eventually, they walk. Nobody looks at the child and says, "Terrible walking grammar."
Imagine that. Your left foot pronunciation is incorrect.
Exactly. We laugh because it's ridiculous. But adults do something similar when learning languages. We expect ourselves to speak perfectly from the beginning. And when we make one mistake, we think, "I can't speak English." That's not true. You simply made a mistake.
2. Mistake does not mean failure.
Let's make an important distinction. A mistake is not the same as failure.
Okay, explain that.
Imagine you say, "I go to the market yesterday." That's a mistake. The correct sentence is, "I went to the market yesterday."
Right.
But did you fail? No. You communicated an idea. You learned something, and now you know the correct form.
So the mistake actually gave me information.
Exactly. Your mistake showed you what you need to improve.
That's actually a powerful way to think about it.
Yes. Instead of saying, "I made a mistake, I'm bad at English," say, "I made a mistake, now I know what to practice."
That's much better.
Let's practice that idea. When you make a mistake, say, "I'm learning."
I'm learning.
Again,
I'm learning.
and one more time with confidence.
I'm learning.
Perfect.
That felt aggressive.
A little.
3. Speaking practice. Don't hide.
Now let's imagine a real situation. You're at a coffee shop. The person behind the counter asks, "What would you like?" You become nervous. You know what you want, but suddenly you forget every English word you've ever learned.
This has happened to me.
What do you say?
Coffee.
Just coffee?
Yes.
What if you want to say, "I'd like a cup of coffee, please"?
I'd like a cup of coffee, please.
Good. Now imagine you're nervous. Don't try to make it complicated. Just speak.
I'd like a cup of coffee, please.
Great. And if you make a small mistake, keep going. Don't stop immediately.
So I don't need to restart the whole sentence.
No, this is a very important habit. If you make a small mistake, don't panic. Continue communicating. For example, I would like a coffee. That's okay.
So I don't have to sound perfect.
Exactly. You have to sound understandable. There is a difference.
4. The perfection trap. I think perfection is the biggest problem for English learners.
I agree.
People wait until their English is perfect before they start speaking.
And that creates a problem, because how do you become good at speaking? By speaking.
But if I wait until I'm perfect,
You'll wait forever.
that's painful.
Think about driving. You don't become a good driver by watching driving videos forever. At some point, you have to sit in the car.
And hopefully not hit anything.
Yes, that's an important detail.
Very important.
Learning English is similar. You can watch lessons, you can read books, you can learn vocabulary, you can study grammar. All of that helps, but eventually you have to use the language.
even if your English isn't perfect.
Especially then, because practice creates confidence, not the other way around.
5. Confidence comes after action.
Paul, what do people usually say? I'll speak English when I feel confident.
Yes.
But confidence usually doesn't come first. Action comes first, then confidence grows.
So it's like going to the gym.
Exactly. You don't become strong and then start exercising. You exercise and then you become stronger.
So I don't need confidence to start speaking.
Correct. You need courage to start. Confidence comes from repeated action.
That's a great sentence.
Let's repeat it.
Okay.
Confidence comes from repeated action.
Confidence comes from repeated action.
Again, a little slower.
Confidence comes from repeated action.
Excellent. Now let's make it practical. Today, don't try to have a 30-minute conversation in English. Start small. Say one sentence, then another, then another.
6. The one-sentence challenge.
Here's your challenge. Every day, speak one sentence in English out loud, not in your head, out loud.
Even if nobody's listening?
Yes, especially if nobody's listening.
My neighbors are going to think I'm talking to myself.
Tell them you're improving your English.
They already think I'm strange.
Then nothing changes.
Fair enough.
For example, today you can say, I'm going to work. Tomorrow, I'm feeling tired today. The next day, I need to buy some groceries. Simple sentences, but you're training your mouth and your brain to work together.
That's important. Sometimes I know the vocabulary, but I can't say it quickly.
Exactly. Knowing a word and being able to use a word are different skills. That's why speaking practice matters.
7. Real-life scene. Talking to a stranger.
Let's practice a real conversation. Imagine you're meeting someone for the first time. I'll be the stranger.
Okay.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Where are you from?
I'm from India.
Oh, nice. What do you do?
I work in a small company.
Great. Notice something?
What?
You paused.
Yes.
Was that a mistake?
No.
Exactly. You don't have to answer instantly. It's okay to pause. You can say, let me think. Well, actually, these are natural conversation tools.
So silence isn't always bad.
Correct. You are allowed to think.
That's comforting.
8. Use simple English. Another reason people become nervous is because they try to use difficult English.
Yes, they think if I want people to think I'm good at English, I need big words.
Exactly. But communication doesn't require complicated vocabulary. Imagine you want to say, I was extremely exhausted because I had an exceptionally demanding day. That's grammatically fine, but in everyday conversation, you can simply say, I'm really tired. It was a long day.
Much easier.
And natural. Simple English is powerful English.
So if I know a simple word, I should use it.
Yes. Don't choose a difficult word just to impress someone. Choose the word that helps you communicate.
11. What if someone corrects my English?
Okay, here's something that scares me. What if someone corrects my English?
Good question. First, don't feel embarrassed.
If someone corrects you politely, you can say, thanks for correcting me.
Thanks for correcting me.
Or, thanks, I'll remember that.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
That's it. You don't need to apologize for learning.
That's a powerful sentence.
It really is. You don't need to say, sorry, my English is bad. Instead, say, I'm still learning English.
I'm still learning English.
That sounds confident.
And honest.
Exactly. 10. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. There's another trap. Comparison.
Oh, yes.
You hear someone speaking fluent English and think, why can't I speak like that? But you don't know their story. Maybe they've been learning for 10 years. Maybe they live in an English-speaking environment. Maybe they practice every day. You are seeing their current level. You're comparing it to your current level. That's not fair.
It's like comparing someone's marathon finish to your first day of running.
Exactly. Your goal isn't to sound like someone else. Your goal is to become better than you were yesterday.
That's much healthier.
Ask yourself, Can I say something today that I couldn't say last month? If the answer is yes, you're improving.
12. A small story.
Let me tell you a quick story. Imagine a learner named Alex. Alex understands English. He watches English videos every day. He knows hundreds of words, but he almost never speaks. Why? He's afraid of mistakes. One day, Alex meets an English-speaking tourist. The tourist asks, "Can you help me find the train station?" Alex knows the answer. He knows exactly where it is, but he becomes nervous. He thinks, what if I use the wrong grammar? What if my pronunciation is bad? What if the person doesn't understand me? So he says, "Sorry, I don't know," and walks away.
Ouch.
The next day, Alex thinks about it. He realizes something. He didn't fail because his English was bad. He failed because he didn't use the English he already knew.
That's a painful realization.
But it's also useful. A week later, the same thing happens. Another tourist asks for directions. Alex is nervous, but this time he tries. He says, "Go straight, then turn left." That's it. Simple English. The tourist smiles. "Thank you." And Alex realizes, I can do this.
That one tiny conversation changes everything.
Exactly. Confidence often begins with one small success, and that small success comes after one brave attempt.
12. Your mistakes are data.
Here's another mindset shift. Don't look at mistakes as enemies. Look at them as information.
Information?
Yes. Suppose you always say, "He go to work." Now you know something. You need to practice, "He goes to work." Your mistake showed you what to work on.
So I can keep a mistake notebook.
That's a great idea. Write down my mistake, correct sentence, my new example. For example, mistake, he go to work. Correct, he goes to work. New example, she goes to school.
That's simple.
And very effective. But don't write 50 mistakes every day. Choose one or two important ones. Practice them, then move forward.
13. Speaking practice. Repeat after me.
Okay, it's time for speaking practice. If you're watching right now, don't just listen. Speak.
Yes, we can hear you.
Not really.
Let me have my moment.
Fine. Let's practice. Repeat after me. It's okay to make mistakes.
It's okay to make mistakes.
Again.
It's okay to make mistakes.
Next. I'm still learning.
I'm still learning.
Next. I don't need to be perfect.
I don't need to be perfect.
Next. I just need to keep practicing.
I just need to keep practicing.
And one more. I am not afraid to try.
I am not afraid to try.
Excellent. Now put them together.
Okay. It's okay to make mistakes. I'm still learning. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep practicing. I am not afraid to try.
Beautiful.
16. What to say when you don't understand. What if someone speaks too fast? That's another moment when I panic.
You don't need to panic. You can simply say, "Sorry, could you say that again?"
Sorry, could you say that again?
Or, "Could you speak a little more slowly?"
Could you speak a little more slowly?
Or, "Sorry, I didn't catch that."
I didn't catch that.
Perfect. These sentences give you control.
So instead of pretending I understand,
Ask for clarification.
that's much better.
Absolutely. Pretending to understand can create more problems. It's completely normal to ask someone to repeat themselves. Native speakers do it too,
Really?
all the time.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
15. Don't let one bad conversation define you. Sometimes you try speaking English and the conversation doesn't go well. Maybe someone doesn't understand you. Maybe you forget words. Maybe you make several grammar mistakes. What should you do?
Quit English forever?
No,
Delete every English word from my brain.
definitely not.
Okay, I'm listening.
Learn from it. Ask yourself, what was difficult? What word did I need? What sentence couldn't I say? Then practice that situation again.
So one bad conversation becomes a practice lesson.
Exactly. Don't say, I'm terrible at English. Say, that conversation showed me what I need to practice. That's a completely different mindset.
16. The power of yet.
There's one tiny word that can completely change your mindset.
Which word?
Yet.
Yet?
Yes. Instead of saying, I can't speak English, say, I can't speak English yet. Instead of, I can't understand movies, say, I can't understand movies yet. Instead of, I can't have a conversation, say, I can't have a conversation yet.
That little word changes everything.
Because yet means the story isn't finished. You're still learning. You're still growing. You're still practicing.
I'm not there yet.
Exactly.
18. Why practice feels uncomfortable. Can I ask something?
Of course.
Why does speaking English sometimes feel so uncomfortable?
Because you're doing something difficult. Your brain is searching for vocabulary. Your mouth is trying to pronounce new sounds. You're thinking about grammar. You're listening to another person. And you're trying to respond. That's a lot.
No wonder my brain wants a vacation.
Exactly. But discomfort doesn't always mean something is wrong. Sometimes discomfort means you're growing.
Like exercise.
Yes, a new skill feels uncomfortable before it becomes natural. The first time you speak English, it may feel strange. The 10th time, a little easier. The 100th time, much easier. Eventually, some sentences become automatic.
So I shouldn't wait for speaking to feel comfortable.
Correct. Practice makes it comfortable.
19. Small daily habits.
You don't need 3 hours every day. Try small habits. 5 minutes of speaking. 5 minutes of listening. Learn 3 useful expressions. Describe your day in English. Talk to yourself. Record your voice.
Record my voice?
Yes.
I don't like hearing my own voice.
Almost nobody does at first.
I sound weird.
You sound like you.
That's the problem.
Give it time. Record yourself today. Then record yourself again in 30 days. You'll probably notice improvement.
That's motivating.
Exactly. You need evidence that you're improving, and your own recordings can give you that evidence.
22. Talk to yourself. Okay, talking to yourself sounds a little strange.
It may sound strange, but it's useful. Imagine you're making breakfast. Say, I'm making breakfast. I need some eggs. Where is the salt? Oh, here it is.
My kitchen is becoming an English classroom.
Exactly. And nobody can judge you. If you make a mistake, you can correct yourself.
What if my family hears me?
Tell them you're practicing.
What if they laugh?
Laugh with them. Then keep practicing.
That's confident.
Confidence doesn't mean nobody laughs. Confidence means you don't stop because someone laughs.
23. Stop waiting for the perfect moment.
Another mistake learners make is waiting for the perfect moment. I'll practice when I have more time. I'll speak when my grammar improves. I'll start tomorrow.
Tomorrow is very popular.
Yes, tomorrow is where many dreams live.
And never leave.
Exactly. Don't wait. Practice one sentence today. Have one small conversation today. Learn one useful phrase today. Small action is better than perfect intention.
22. A real conversation about failure. Emily, can I be honest?
Always.
Sometimes failure really hurts.
Yes.
You try hard, you expect yourself to improve, then you make the same mistake again. It can feel frustrating.
That's true. And we shouldn't pretend that learning is always easy. Some days you'll feel proud. Other days you'll feel stuck. That's normal.
So what should I do on the bad days?
Lower the goal. Don't quit. If you normally practice for 30 minutes, practice for 5. If you normally learn 10 words, learn 2. If you normally speak for 10 minutes, speak for 1. But keep the habit alive.
That's smart.
Because consistency matters more than one perfect day.
23. Failure is part of the process.
Think about anyone who is good at something. A musician, an athlete, a writer, a business owner, a speaker. Do you think they became good without failure?
Probably not.
They made bad decisions. They made mistakes. They struggled. They tried again. That's how skills are built.
So failure isn't the opposite of success.
Exactly. Failure can be part of the road to success.
I like that.
Good. Remember, try, fail, learn, try again. That's progress.
25. Speaking practice. Real life phrases.
Let's practice some useful phrases for moments when you're nervous. Repeat after me. Let me think for a moment.
Let me think for a moment.
I'm not sure, but I think.
I'm not sure, but I think.
Could you repeat that, please?
Could you repeat that, please?
I'm still learning English.
I'm still learning English.
I'm not sure how to say it.
I'm not sure how to say it.
Let me try again.
Let me try again.
That's a powerful one.
Let me try again.
Exactly. You made a mistake? Don't freeze. Say, let me try again, and continue.
25. Paul's embarrassing moment.
Paul, have you ever made a funny English mistake?
Do you have an hour?
Give me your best one.
Okay. Once I wanted to tell someone I'm very excited, but I used the wrong word.
What did you say?
I said something that sounded completely different.
And what happened?
The person looked confused. I looked confused. We both stood there.
What did you do?
I laughed. Then I tried again.
And?
The person understood.
Exactly. That's what I want learners to remember. You don't need every conversation to be perfect. Sometimes you make a funny mistake, you laugh, you learn, you continue.
26. Don't be afraid of being a beginner.
There is nothing embarrassing about being a beginner. Everyone was a beginner once.
Every fluent speaker started with simple sentences.
Exactly. Nobody was born speaking perfect English. They learned, they practiced, they made mistakes, they kept going.
So instead of saying my English isn't good enough, I can say I'm improving my English.
Yes, your words influence your mindset.
27. Change your inner voice.
Listen to the difference. I always make mistakes versus I'm learning from my mistakes. I can't speak English versus I'm getting better at speaking English. I'm embarrassed versus I'm brave enough to practice.
Those feel completely different.
Because they tell your brain a different story. Be careful about how you talk to yourself. You don't need to lie to yourself. You just need to be fair.
28. The 30-day speaking challenge.
Let's create a simple challenge. For the next 30 days, speak English for 5 minutes every day. That's it. 5 minutes.
Only 5?
Yes, but there is one rule. You cannot spend those 5 minutes worrying about mistakes. You must speak.
What should I talk about?
Anything. Your day, your plans, your family, your work, your favorite food, a movie, a book, your goals, your problems, even the weather.
I can talk about the weather for 5 minutes.
I know you can.
It's hot.
That's 5 seconds.
It is very hot.
8 seconds.
I regret leaving my house.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
29. What happens after 30 days?
What do you think happens after 30 days?
You may not become fluent.
Good, because I don't want unrealistic promises.
Exactly, but you may become more comfortable. You may find words faster. You may feel less afraid. You may notice common mistakes, and most importantly, you'll have 30 days of evidence that you can keep a promise to yourself.
That's bigger than English.
It is. 30, your first goal is courage.
Your first goal isn't perfect grammar. It's courage. Say the sentence, ask the question, start the conversation, make the mistake, correct it, continue.
That's the cycle.
Exactly. And every time you do it, the fear becomes a little smaller.
31. Final speaking practice.
Before we finish, let's do one final practice. This time, imagine you're speaking to someone in real life. Don't just repeat quietly, speak clearly. Ready?
Ready.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm still learning English,
I'm still learning English.
so please be patient with me.
So please be patient with me.
If I make a mistake, I'll try again.
If I make a mistake, I'll try again.
Could you repeat that, please?
Could you repeat that, please?
Let me think for a moment.
Let me think for a moment.
I'm not afraid to try.
I'm not afraid to try.
And finally, I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep going.
I don't need to be perfect, I just need to keep going.
Beautiful.
34. Emotional closing.
You know what? I think a lot of people are waiting for permission to make mistakes.
You're right, so let's give them that permission. If you're learning English, you are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to forget a word. You are allowed to pronounce something incorrectly. You are allowed to ask someone to repeat themselves. You are allowed to feel nervous, and you are still allowed to keep going.
You don't have to be fearless.
Exactly. You just have to be brave enough to try.
And if you fail,
Learn.
if you make a mistake,
Learn.
if you feel embarrassed,
Breathe. Try again.
and if I can't do it yet,
Then remember that tiny word.
yet.
Exactly. Not yet doesn't mean never. 33. Comment question.
Now we have a question for you. What's one English mistake you're no longer afraid of making? Or what is one English sentence you want to become confident saying? Write it in the comments.
And don't worry about making a mistake in the comments.
Exactly. The comments are another place to practice.
I want everyone watching to write one sentence,
Even if it's simple.
especially if it's simple.
Because every sentence you speak is one more step forward.
34. Outro.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. Remember, you don't need perfect English to start speaking. You need practice, you need patience, and you need the courage to make mistakes.
Don't wait until you're confident. Speak and let confidence come from the practice.
Exactly. If this conversation helped you, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is afraid of speaking English.
And remember,
What?
don't be afraid to fail.
Because failure isn't the end,
Sometimes it's,
the beginning.
wow, that was actually good.
I'm surprised too.
Hey!
I'm joking.
Okay, I'm going to practice that joke in English.
Please don't.
Too late.
See you in the next episode.
Keep practicing
Keep speaking.
and keep making mistakes.
Exactly.
See you next time.